Welcome learners, I am Dr. Neelima Bhutani from School of Computer Science and IT at Uttarakhand Open University, Haldwani. Today we will focus on second part of cryptocurrency and blockchain security. Learning objectives are: examine the role of cryptocurrency in promoting financial inclusion. Second, identify best practices for securing safety and security in cryptocurrency uses. Third, explore the current regulatory landscape governing cryptocurrency at national and international levels. Fourth, identify emerging trends and innovation in the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. In the last lecture, we discussed about cryptocurrency and blockchain security part 1. We will now explore financial inclusion and crypto. Initially, we will look into how cryptocurrency support financial inclusion. One major advantage is the lower cost of transaction. By removing intermediaries such as banks, cryptocurrency significantly reduces transaction fees, making financial services more affordable and accessible. This is especially beneficial for underserved and remote communities that often face barriers to traditional banking services. As a result, cryptocurrency can help bridge the financial gap and brings more people into the formal financial system. Cryptocurrency enables borderless and fast transfers, allowing instant, low cost international payment without relying on banks or traditional financial institutions. Its network operates 24 by 7, giving users continuous access to their funds every time, without being limited by bank hours or location. Additionally, bank free digital wallet on mobile devices empowers user to store and use cryptocurrency without needing a traditional bank account, promoting financial inclusion for unbanked. Cryptocurrency also support micro payments, making it ideal for gig workers, small traders, and digital entrepreneurs who frequently handle small transactions. Here are some challenges of using crypto for the unbanked, like price volatility. Cryptocurrency values are highly volatile and can fluctuate dramatically within short period, which can make saving and transaction risky for user with limited financial security. Digital literacy gap. Many unbanked individuals may lack the technical knowledge required to effectively use or securely manage cryptocurrency wallets and private keys. Increasingly, their vulnerability to loss, theft, or misuse. Internet and device access. Limited access to reliable internet connections and smartphone in many underserved regions create a significant barrier to the use of cryptocurrency platforms, restricting participation in digital financial system. Regulatory uncertainty. Unclear, inconsistent, or rapidly evolving government policies regarding cryptocurrency can create confusion among users and institutions, hindering its legal adoption, usage, and integration into mainstream financial system. Now, shift our focus to best practices for crypto security are a set of guidelines and precautionary measures aimed at protecting cryptocurrency assets from theft, fraud, hacking, and accidental loss. These practices include using secure wallet, enabling two-factor authentication, safeguarding private keys, avoiding phishing scams, and regulatory updating software to ensure the safe handling and storage of digital currencies. Secure wallets utilize hardware wallets such as Ledger or Trezor to store cryptocurrency assets securely offline. These devices offer strong protection against online threats like hacking and phishing, ensuring safe long storage. Avoiding scams. Stay vigilant for red flags in initial coin offering ICOs and decentralized finance DeFi project such as unrealistic returns, anonymous teams, or lack of transparency. Cautions and research are essential to avoid falling victim to fraud. Multi-factor authentication crucial for ensuring crypto exchange account. MFA provides an additional layer of protection by requiring user to verify their identity through multiple methods beyond just a password, significantly reducing the risk of unauthorized access. Regulatory compliance adhering to know your customer and anti-money laundering regulation is essential for lawful participation in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Compliance helps prevent illicit activities and foster trust among user, exchanges, and regulators. We now move on to examine the regulatory landscape. First is global regulation. SEC and FATF guidelines. First one is SEC. It is US Security and Exchange Commission. Is a federal regulatory agency in the United States that oversees the security markets. Its primary responsibilities include protecting investors from fraud and manipulation, enforcing securities law to ensure transparency and accountability, maintaining fair, orderly, and efficient market, and facilitating capital information to support business growth and economic development. The SEC regulates the security market to protect investors and ensure that market operates in a fair, orderly, and efficient manner. It mandates financial disclosures, enforces anti-fraud practices, and promotes corporate accountability. The SEC also oversees the activities of public companies, brokers, and investment advisors to ensure compliance with securities law to maintain investor confidence. Second is FATF, meaning Financial Action Task Force. The FATF is an international organization that sets goals, standards, and develops policies to combat money laundering, terrorist financing, and other threats to the integrity of the international financial system. It promotes effectively implementation of legal, regulatory, and operational measures to safeguard financial system worldwide. The FATF sets global standard to combat money laundering, terrorism, financing, proliferation financing. It provides a set of 40 recommendations that serve the international framework for anti-money laundering (AML) and countering the financing of terrorism. Compliance. FATF also monitors members and non-member countries for adherence to these standards and maintains grey and blacklist to identify jurisdiction and strategic deficiency in their AML/CFT regimes. India's stance. RBI's position. The Reserve Bank of India maintains a caution stance on cryptocurrency. It does not recognize them as a legal tender, meaning they cannot be used as official currency for transaction in India. The RBI has voiced concern about the potential threat posed by cryptocurrency to financial stability, consumer protection, and the possibility of their misuse for illicit activities such as money laundering and terrorism financing. Over the year, the RBI has issued multiple warnings to users, traders, and holders about the risk involved in the dealing with virtual currencies. While it has not imposed an outright ban, the RBI is actively advocating for a comprehensive regulatory framework to oversee use of digital assets and mitigate associated risks. Next topic is taxation. A 30% of tax is imposed on income earned from the transfer of virtual digital assets, including cryptocurrency. Additionally, a 1% tax deducted at source (TDS) applies to transactions exceeding a specific threshold. Importantly, taxpayers are not allowed to claim deduction for any expenses related to these assets except for the cost of acquisition, and losses from such transfer cannot be set off against other income. Future trends and emerging technology in finance refers to the evolving patterns, innovation, and technological advancement that are shaping the financial industry landscape. These include new digital tools, platforms, and systems that improves the way financial services are delivered, making them more efficient, secure, accessible, and customer focused. Important concepts in the world of digital finance and blockchain technologies are CBDS, Central Bank Digital Currencies; DeFi, Centralized Finance; and NFTs, Non-Fungible Tokens. First is Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC, is a digital form of country's official currency issued and regulated by its central bank. It enables faster, more secure, and cost effective transaction while also promoting financial inclusion by extending banking access to underserved populations. For example, India's digital rupees was launched as a pilot project by the Reserve Bank of India to explore the potential of CBDS in the Indian financial system. Decentralized finance is a system of blockchain-based financial services that operates without traditional intermediaries like banks or brokers. It uses a smart contract to enable peer-to-peer lending, borrowing, and trading directly between users. It promotes transparency, means all transactions are recorded on a public blockchain, allowing everyone to verify them in real time. This reduces fraud, prevents hidden activities, and let user track how funds are used in smart contract. Accessibility means that everyone with an internet connection need a crypto wallet can use DeFi services. No need for bank account, ID, or credit history. This makes financial tools available to people worldwide, including those in underserved or unbanked regions. Innovation comes from its open source nature, allowing developers to freely build, modify, and improve financial tools. This fosters rapid creation of new services like decentralized exchanging, lending platforms, and yield farming, driving continuous advancement in the financial ecosystem. In short, DeFi is reshaping finance by making it more open, efficient, and user controlled. Non-fungible token (NFTs) are unique digital assets verified on a blockchain. They are represent things like art, music, video, and virtual items. Unlike cryptocurrency, each NFT is one of a kind and cannot be exchanged on a one-to-one basis. NFTs are used in digital ownership, means that a person ownership of a digital items like art, music, or games assets is recorded and verified on the blockchain. This provides proof of authenticity and ownership, making it possible to buy, sell, or trade digital items securely, just like physical property. Gaming allows player to own in-game assets such as skin, weapons, character, or land that are stored on the blockchain. These assets are unique, tradable, and can something be used across different games, giving player true ownership, control, and value beyond the game itself. Collectibles are unique digital items like trading cards or virtual art that people can buy, sell, and trade online. Because they are stored on the blockchain, their authenticity and ownership are guaranteed, making them vulnerable and collectible just like physical items. They support new models in the creator economy by helping artists earn directly and manage digital right more securely. Now, conclusion. Cryptocurrency and blockchain technology enables digital transactions that are secure, transparent, and decentralized. Blockchain records all transactions openly and immutable, while cryptocurrency use this technology to allow peer-to-peer transfer without intermediaries like bank, ensuring trust and security. Next, blockchain maintains data integrity by storing information across a decentralized network, preventing single points of failure. It uses cryptographic techniques to securely link and verify each block of data, making tampering extremely difficult. Third one is cryptocurrency enables underserved population to access financial services without needing traditional banks or credit history. This increases financial inclusion by offering easy, low-cost digital transaction worldwide. Fourth is security threats and regulatory challenges in crypto demands strict best practices and compliance to protect user and ensure legality. Fifth is future trends in blockchain and crypto will bring ongoing innovation, creating new opportunities and challenges. Responsible, flexible adoption is essential to maximize benefits while managing risk effectively. Learning outcomes. After completion of this session, the learner will be able to explain how cryptocurrency enhances access to financial services for the unbanked and underbanked. Second, they will be able to demonstrate knowledge of crypto security practices, including wallet protection, multi-factor authentication, and regulation, and compliance frameworks like KYC, AML. Third, learner will be able to summarize key global regulatory bodies and guidelines for cryptocurrency and explains India's approach to crypto governance and taxation policies. Next, they will be able to identify and describe major future trends shaping the crypto landscape, including decentralized finance, central bank digital currencies, and non-fungible tokens. In the next lecture, we will discuss about recent trends in digital finance and cyber security. Thank you and have a nice day.